What is good, folks? Hope everyone's well. Are we excited for level 80? As of recording this, it's literally 1 week to go. I'm excited to see what kind of rewards we're going to get from each level. I'm excited to see how much XP we're going to need in terms of each level, what the kind of challenges are going to be, what the kind of final rewards going to be for hitting level 80. Can you imagine getting something like another infinite incubator? That would be amazing. Would love something like that. Not saying they're going to do it, but I expect that from 79 to 80 is going to take a lot of XP to get there, and hopefully for that we're all going to get a decent reward for our loyalty to this game, for the grind, etc. Right? So yeah, I'm excited. There is a lot of new exciting content coming. Obviously we've got stuff like the Halloween event stuff coming up. The Go Pass for that one actually looks pretty good. I want that tea drinking emote. As someone who is greatly a tea connoisseur, I probably have like 3 or 4 cups of tea a day. If Niantic and Scopely are smart about it, then this game will last forever and will always have new content. Which is why I do kind of get annoyed when I see these kinds of videos pop up in my algorithm. Nothing against the content creators, but these kinds of videos where it says how much longer can Pokemon Go last, or Pokemon Go could be in trouble soon because, you know, they're running out of content or running out of new Pokemon. But even if they are running out of new Pokemon, that doesn't matter, because there's still so many ways that you can create new content within Pokemon Go. Even if that was the case, I mega evolved my Shundo Metagross the other day. So it was nice. One of the few Shundos that I have in this game, besides Shundo Mewtwo as well, which I used my golden bottle cap on. But that ties in nicely with exactly what I'm saying here, where even with the golden bottle cap, new item that's been added to the game, which provides new exciting content, gives you the option to use it on whatever you like, which is what I loved. I've been waiting since 2018 to Mega Evolve that Shundo Metagross. And this game, it reminds me how many changes this game has actually been through. You know, this game's been going since 2016. That is a long time. And also, this game is just so different to any other game I've ever played. And the community as well. Like, no other game is there a community that's like this. And Scopely knows this as well, which is why they bought this game. And so I think to say that this game is running out of content, or how much longer can Pokemon go for, like, these kind of doomer videos, it just annoys me, because there is just so much you can do with this game. So many new mechanics that you can introduce. I could probably come up with like 100 different ideas in an hour as to, and I'm not saying they're going to be amazing ideas. Obviously, the people who work in marketing or whatever at Niantic, at Scopely, who, you know, it's their jobs, they'll probably come up with better ideas to implement. But what I'm saying is, there's just so much new stuff that you could introduce into this game, besides new Pokemon, right? New events. Take the Wild Area Global event. Last year is when this new event was introduced. And for me, I love this event. Catching fully evolved Pokemon in the wild is exciting. The fact that they are IV boosted as well, the worst they can be, 13, 13, 13. I thought that was an amazing, exciting new concept. And that's just one new event. So the fact that they could just come up with more of anything like that, you know, just put their heads together at Niantic or Scopely or whatever, you know, the possibilities are endless, right? It's wild. Like, even with the golden bottle cap, I found that very exciting. Introduce the silver bottle cap. I've got plenty of Pokemon I would love to use that on. I'm not saying spam these ideas. You know, think about it intelligently. Think about ways in which it'll still be good for the game, not break the game. I'm not saying loads of new golden bottle caps or similar items to this, but you kind of get the idea of what I'm going on about. There's loads of cool new mechanics that I'm sure they could come up with, or mechanics that are in the main series line games that they could introduce. Of course, the introduction of new Pokemon will always be exciting. We're about to have the introduction of Diplin and Hydrapple, and the introduction of a new item, Syrupy Apples, which is required for the evolution line. Even the introduction of the Apple item and the fact that you can get encounters through that, I found quite interesting as well. Once again, a new form of content. And even down the line, we're going to get new Pokemon anyway. Someone said to me the other day, or I read online as well, they've literally run out of new Mega Pokemon. What are they going to do for new content? It's like, well, they're introducing new Megas into the game now with the upcoming new games anyway, so we've got that to look forward to. But there's just so many ways that you can introduce new content, new mechanics as well, improve upon the old mechanics. For example, with the Roots mechanic. I quite like Roots nowadays. Like, when it was first introduced, wasn't a massive fan, but then they put Mateo at the end of it, so it is quite exciting doing the gift exchange thing, where you're going to get a gift from halfway across the world or whatever. And I feel like they could just improve that even more, right? Maybe put some exciting exclusive Pokemon that only spawn on Roots. I believe they did that for like prior events and stuff like that, where it was Basculin, and you could get the shiny version of that through doing Roots. More of that, please. Even things like the gym mechanic that was improved upon. If you're new to this game, the old gym mechanic, it was pretty bad. Like, you could stack essentially 10 of the same Pokemon in there. You could get more coins, which was nice. You could get 100 coins rather than the 50 coins, which is right now. But they've obviously made it now that it's 6 Pokemon into a gym, and you can't put the same Pokemon in, which is good. It's more balanced now. So this is what I'm saying. There's so many ways to improve this game, or to add new mechanics to make it more interesting. I think one thing they should definitely do is communicate more with the players, though. There's other games that I know of, like old school RuneScape, for example, which they literally put out surveys as to what new content they should introduce. And obviously, when it comes to the voting, the majority wins there, and players actually get to have a say as to what they want to put in next into the game. I think that's a great way to actually gauge whether or not it's a good and new idea, whether they should change a mechanic or not. So yeah, I'm very excited for the future of Pokemon Go. Even if there is like not that many new Pokemon left to kind of introduce into the game, I don't think it matters. I think this game is still very, very exciting. Anything that kind of brings the community together. This is why I love Gigantamax Pokemon, because you see so many players out and about and we all have to battle together. Dynamax is fun as well. You have to get into squad of 4 sometimes for the more powerful Pokemon to take down. You have to think about what you're doing. It gets players out of the house. I feel like no other game really does that, or if it does, not on the scale that Pokemon Go does. So to say this game is running out of content, I don't think it's true. And if Niantic and Scopely are smart about it, it never will. But that's just my thoughts and opinions, obviously. Let me know down in the comments what you think, what you feel for the future of Pokemon Go, what you're excited about, etc. Please leak slap the like button, as it massively helps with the YouTube algorithm nonsense. As always, please, everyone take care and have a good one. Wait.